Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Smarter by the Second by Abacus. How nice of you to drop by. Today we have a very nice guest, Joran, with us. But before we go to him, let's first start with a question for you guys at home. Today is May 25, and the 25th of May on 1935 is remembered as the day when American track and field athlete James Cleveland Jesse Owens established 4 world records in athletics. In a span of 45 minutes, Owens achieved track and field immortality by setting 3 world records and tying a fourth one. A year later, in 1936, Jesse Owens was still dominating the field as he won 4 gold medals. In which city were these Olympic Games of 1936 held? You can once again give the answer by filling in the form with the link in the chat. So, good luck to you guys at home. And now we go to Joran. Good evening, Joran.
Good evening.
So we started today a bit later than the usual time because you still had some things to do. And as I see on the way back, you were outside when it rained a lot. I can tell by your hair.
So, well, yeah, I got the whole shower.
So Joran, could you introduce yourself?
Introduce myself. Well, I'm Joran. I am 24 years old, and I'm doing my master's thesis right now in the OR group.
And what kind of active things have you done within Abacus?
Within Abacus, I have done the Pixie. I really enjoy making photos of people during activities, whether they want to or not.
And of course, we all know you by your nickname JVDB, your initials in Dutch.
Apparently.
So how did you got that nickname here on the study?
How I got that? Oh, well, somebody who started in the same year as me, Joran, he started calling me like that because apparently he found that easier than my first name, Joran, and then other people picked it up, and then, well, if other people pick it up, then I don't have control over it. Apparently, people like it. So yeah, I don't
It does have a good ring to it. It does have a good ring to it. So.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, it's back lekker.
So today you will playing for the category sports. How come you have chosen sports?
Well, I'm always quite interested in when sports matches happen. Then when I watch the news, then I always look for the sports section. And like last weekend, I was very happy because the football club that I support, NEC, promoted. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So let's give it a try.
All right. And then today we will play at most 4 rounds. Each round you will get 9 answers on screen. And I will ask a question or show a photo, and you have to say the corresponding answer. In the first round, you will need 5 good answers. In the second, 6. In the third, 7. In the last one, 9 of them. During these rounds, your time will be ticking. You start with 300 seconds, but you do not have to do this all by yourself. To help you, you will have 3 lifelines. And once used per lifeline, 1 false answer will be counted as right. A lifeline will cost you 16 seconds as well. And every round that is completely correct, you'll get another lifeline. Once you have survived the first 3 rounds, you will receive the amazing prize of 1 Abacus cookie by your choice. And if you are feeling confident and have enough lifelines left, you can choose to play the 4th round. And here all the answers need to be correct. And if you succeed this, you get 2 Abacus cookies. But if you fail, you only get the participation trophy, which is a small apple pie. So, without further ado, I think we can hop into the first question of the evening. So we're waiting for the round to load. So, what kind of rounds do you hope for? What are the sports that you are really well known?
Well, I'm a hockey player myself, so field hockey I know a lot of. Since the study trip of Abacus to the US, I'm also quite into baseball, so I follow the Red Sox, so I also know some things about that. And yeah.
And now we got some word from
And I
Jörg,
also
and
play
no, I
with,
do not have the
or
admin page.
we'll see.
Sure. Seems like we're having a bit of technical difficulties, but we hope we can fix that quite easily. Because nothing has changed with the system since the last time. So it should be working. Ah, I think there it is. Oh, this is the round that we will play for the second round. Are we able to display the first round as well, or not? Oh, we have the first round is not working. So I guess then we will just skip this round. We will just hop into the second round. I think that is the easiest solution. And then we can use the last round as third round. And then hopefully you are not good enough of a player that you have to play the fourth round as well, Joran. So then we have enough rounds for you to play today.
Challenge accepted.
All right, so first round, 12. That is the number of goals scored in a World Championship match between Switzerland and Austria. The game ended 5-7, and it is the highest number of goals scored in a championship match ever. In this round, 9 more numbers related to sports. I will tell you something about this number, and you have to tell me the corresponding value. So the numbers that you can choose from are 5, 7, a half, 28, 1, 15, 6, 4, and 9. All right, are you ready?
I am.
All right, so I will tell something about the number. And then we will, I see there's no current player selected for this round, so I think that will give a problem as well if we're trying to start this. Are we able to fix this, or is the whole site broken? Ah, there it is. And now we are able to see your number of seconds and lifelines as well on screen. All right, and then we can start the round. The number of points awarded for the driver who sets the fastest lap in time in Formula 1. Points awarded for Wasaari in judo.
7.
Number of players on a handball team.
5.
Number of points rewarded for a try in rugby.
6.
Number of distances in a World All-Round Championship in ice skating.
4.
Number of red balls in snooker.
9.
Number of players per team in ice hockey.
I think that should be 6. So
Right, number of sports in the Summer Olympics.
28.
The minimum number of darts required to finish a leg in darts.
The minimum. What is the minimum number of darts?
Yeah, minimum number of darts.
15. 15.
Yeah, and then you want to switch around, or otherwise stop the time.
Well, let's the one that's open. Let's put that at a half and stop the time.
Alright, so you will need 5 correct answers. So you can now decide how many lifelines you would like to use.
I think I should reach 5, so I won't use any.
Alright, so then we can start checking the answers. Then the points awarded for the driver who sets the fastest lap time in Formula 1. This is 1, so this is your first correct answer. Then points awarded for Vasari in judo. I think you switched this around and finally gave it 4, but unfortunately this is a half. This is the one that you had open at the end of the round. And then the number of players on a handball team. Oh, sorry, I don't think you had 4. But then the number of players on a handball team is 7. Number of points rewarded for a try in rugby, it's 5. So you've switched these answers all around, unfortunately. So moving on, the number of distances in the World All-Round Championship in ice skating is indeed 4. So this one you have correct again. Then the number of red balls in snooker, it's 15. You had 9, unfortunately. It's always in the pyramid form. And then the number of players per team in ice hockey, that's 6. A correct answer again. Then the number of sports in the Summer Olympics, that's 28, the highest number on this list. And then the minimum number of darts required to finish a leg in darts, that was supposed to be 9. So unfortunately you have 4 out of the 5 questions correct.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you were really close. You switched a couple of them around. Only missing 1.
Vasari half a point. Like I believe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't. Whatever.
We can fact check it if you would like.
Yeah. Maybe they changed it. When I did judo,
I see indeed that it is incorrect here.
It used to be 7.
Yes, I see that is indeed 7. When I
that's what I believe. 7.
Oh, I now get some information from your friend.
And what? Yeah, there was the old rule, but yeah, you had you can you could previously score a Koka, Yuko, Vasari, and Ippon, and I believe currently the Koka and Yuko are not there. But if you count the points, then the value should be 3, 5, 7, and 10. But indeed, it used to be Ippon 10 points is indeed a match over, and it used to be that 2 Vasaris would mean an Ippon, but currently I believe that's not anymore.
Well, thank you, Joran, for fact checking us here. So of course we will count this answer right. So that means that you are moving on to the next round. Apologies from our side. All right, then moving on to the next round. In golf, there are 18 holes per course. However, you could still stumble upon somebody asking you if you could join them at the 19th hole. The 19th hole often being the clubhouse or bar or nearby. In this round, 9 terms in golf. I will again only give you a description, and then you have to tell me the corresponding golf term. So the golf terms that we have here are knockdown, 4, condor, Gary, rough, stony, snowman, gimme, and compression. So do you follow golf as well, Joran?
Not at all.
Not at all, but do any of these terms look familiar to you?
I think some, but maybe lifelines will come in handy here.
You still have 3 of them, so
yes.
We will see. All right, then we will start. A warning shout given when there is a chance that the ball may hit other players or
4.
spectators. The measurement for expressing the hardness of a golf ball.
Compression.
How far the ball travels through the air.
I don't know. Carry.
A type of shot designed to have a very low trajectory, usually employed to combat strong winds.
Pass.
4 under par shot.
Stony.
A putt that the other players agree can count automatically without actually being played.
What? I
A
didn't
putt that
hear
the
it.
other players agree can count automatically without actually being played.
Pass.
Term for scoring an 8 on a hole.
Snowman. And by the way, the Stony should be Condor, I think.
The grass that borders the fairway, usually taller and coarser than the
Rough.
fairway.
Rough.
A shot that lands close to the flagstick.
Knock down.
And then you still have 2 passes.
The first is Tony and the second is Gimme. Stop the time.
All right, and then we have all our answers filled in. So there need to be 6 correct. You want to use any lifelines, Joran?
Yes, I would like to use 1 lifeline.
All right, then 16 seconds will be removed from the clock, and you are left with 2 lifelines. And we'll move on to checking. A warning shout given when there is a chance that the ball may hit other players or spectators. That's indeed 4. Then the measurement for expressing the hardness of the ball of a golf ball is compression. So far, so good. How far the ball travels through the air is carry. A type of shot designed to have a very low trajectory, usually employed to combat strong winds. That's a knockdown. So this will be counted as correct using your lifeline. So we're looking for only 2 more correct answers. Then a 4 under par shot. That's a condor. Very nice corrected there. A putt that the other players agree can count automatically without actually being played. That's a gimme. And then the term for scoring an 8 on a hole is a snowman. I think this is because the 8 looks like a snowman. Then the grass that borders the fairway, usually taller and coarser than the fairway. That's the rough. And then finally a shot that lands close to the flagstick. This one should be the stony. So you switch those 2. But then
I expected it to be worse.
Yeah, you did very well for someone with no knowledge of golf, as you said.
Well, I played it on the spell game computer.
On the Wii.
Yeah, on the Wii. So some terms were familiar from that, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember the term rough from that.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
All right, so congratulations. We'll move on to the next round. And you still have 97 seconds left on the clock and 2 lifelines. In the sport of cycling, we have the 3 big rounds, being the Giro d'Italia, the Vuelta, and the Tour de France. These different cycling tours, it is not uncommon to find weirdly colored jerseys. The Giro d'Italia has its pink jersey, the Vuelta its red jersey, and the Tour has its famous yellow jersey. In this round, 9 winners of the Tour de France. We'll have a picture on screen and also a small description. So how does cycling come for you?
I do follow cycling a bit, yeah, but I'm not that familiar with people from the past, but I recognize some people, some names, so hopefully it will be, I can fill in the rest.
All right, so the options we have for this round are Jacques Anquetil, Miguel Indurain, Joop Zoetemelk, Alberto Contador, Tadej Pogacar, Chris Froome, Bernard Hinault, Greg LeMond, and Eddy Merckx. So you will see them on screen and I will give a short description. And then we can start. A cyclist from the Netherlands has won once.
Joop Zoetemelk,
Cyclist from Belgium has won 5 times.
Eddy Merckx,
Cyclist from Spain has won 5 times. Also one of 7 people to have also won the Giro d'Italia.
Indurain,
Cyclist from Slovenia
Tadej
has won
Pogačar,
once. Cyclist from France has won 5 times. Cyclist from the United States has won 3 times.
Greg LeMond,
Cyclist from Great Britain has won 4 times.
Chris Froome,
Cyclist from France has won 5 times, known as Monsieur Gounod.
Brittany.
Cyclist from Spain has won 2 times.
Stop the time.
So, do you need any lifelines?
Well, we need. How many do I need currently?
You will need 7 correct answers.
7 correct. I think I might have switched it to Frenchman, but I think the rest should be okay. So, wait. So yeah, I think I won't use any.
All right, very brave of you. You can move on to checking the answers. So then the cyclist from the Netherlands, he has won once. This is of course Joop Zoetemelk. Then the cyclist from Belgium, 5-time winner, it's Eddy Merckx. Then the cyclist from Spain, has won 5 times. It's one of the 7 people to have also won the Giro d'Italia, Miguel Indurain. Then from Slovenia has won once and was the first to win from this country. It is Pogačar. And the first Frenchman, 5-time winner, it's Hinault. Then the cyclist from the States who has won 3 times, Greg LeMond. And then the cyclist from Great Britain has won 4 times, it's Chris Froome. And the second Frenchman has won 5 times, known as Monsieur Gounod for his exceptional skill in cycling against the clock. It's Jacques Anquetil. And finally, the cyclist from Spain who has won 2 times, it's Alberto Contador. So it's actually a perfect round here for you, Joran. Congratulations.
Yay.
And then you are left with 56 seconds and 3 lifelines. But unfortunately, we have run out of rounds because the first one we have to skip. So yeah. I think we are all interested. Would you have given it a try to go for the last round if you would now be able to?
Well, 56. Yeah, I would have to hurry, and then yeah, like 16 seconds per lifeline. So yeah, that I'm not sure. So I think it's good enough. So.
Well, in that case, we kind of end here knowing that hopefully this does not has done very much for changing the order of the how everything will would have went. So very nice to see you. Yes. So now this brings us to the other question that had to be answered today, which is the question that in which city the Olympic Games of 1936 was held. And the first one to give the correct answer was Niels. So congratulations to you, Niels. And the correct answer was Berlin in Germany. So I would like to ask the viewers at home to also sign up for this. As you can see, Joran has really aced it here. So please sign up. There is a form sent in the WhatsApp chat, and I think it can also be sent in the Twitch chat. And thank you all for watching, and remember to tune in next time. Have a good evening.